Hey you guys, today in this video we'll be talking about the Sheppard Air app and how to navigate it, and we'll be giving you some tips on how to study for your written exam. Okay guys, before you get started even getting the app, you actually have to go on Sheppard Air's website. You go into the website, they have their handy phone number on the screen, you call them up and say, hey, I am with Thrust Flight. After you call them, they'll send you over the application to throw it right on your iPad or your computer. Now, just know you can't have it on both, so pick the right one for your study habits. Okay guys, let's get right into the app. So first you're going to come into the username password page, right? You just sign in with your login and study password there. It's going to check possible updates. So the good thing about Sheppard Air is it updates every single day. Every time you log in, they're updating questions for you constantly. So we're going to press next. Everything we got now uploaded and any new things got added. Now this here is the home page. On the home page, we got different sections here, but what we need to do is study, right? So let's go to the section where it says studying, and we just press study questions. So now we are on the study question page. So let's walk through it. So each one of these categories are the categories for the entire test. You have the all categories combined questions. It says down there at the bottom, it's 1,092 questions. So now all it is broken up for the entire sections, and it breaks down the test for you. Now, how do we study through the sections, right? So let's say, for example, we're going to go to the first one, aerodynamics and aircraft. So there's different options here. So you could actually, at the very bottom, it shows show correct answer only and show all answers choices. So everyone studies differently. Everyone has different study habits on how they actually get to the written. This is what actually helped me. I went through each one of the categories one time with the correct answer. Then I reset it with all the answers, marked all the ones that were the ones that I missed, went through all the marked, and those are the ones that I know I needed to have to go through over and over again. And the big important part that helped me was memorization. Memorization on these tests are very important because there's so many questions and some of them are very tricky. Not that you don't know the knowledge, because you're going to learn it throughout your training, but you will really get tricked up with some of the questions, and it's easier just to know that question matches that answer, and then you got the exam in the bag. When I came into the school and I asked the same question, like, how do I study for Sheppard Air for these written exams? I asked like more than several instructors as a student. I said, hey, how do I study the written exams? I promise, the 7 or 8 people that I asked, they all said the same thing. Wait, memorization. Memorization is the key word to these written exams. And I know you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to get the foundation now. I'm not going to know the oral. No, that's not the case. This is for the exam to get through the course. And then throughout your training with one-on-one grounds or classrooms, you're going to have all that fundamental knowledge backing those writtens up for the final exam. So we just went through all the study section, right? Now we also have the homepage. How do we navigate that homepage? So through the homepage, there's a couple of options throughout what you're looking at. So we have the study strategy that they actually recommend. So if you look at the study strategy, they have big paragraphs on just how to study as well. So they actually will give you their method of studying. You can go through all there. They have checklists, and they have a kind of like a how to get a 90% or higher on this test. Now, also, if you come down to the viewing question and sequence, you can actually change the sequence of the questions. Instead of them always being in the same order, 1 through 50, now they're mixed up altogether. So you have sequence A and sequence B. Then you have viewing answer sequence. So now you have, instead of the answer always being on the top every single time, now they switch up the answers. So just make sure you actually know that that question matches that answer. You have the marks section, the one I was talking about, as far as going through your marked questions and answers. And also you can actually search, so search questions through the phrase, the individual words, to know exactly what you're looking for. If you thought about a question, you're like, man, what's that answer question? You could just search it right up. If you look at the very bottom right, there's a memory aid. They actually give you a memory aid to actually process each question to answer. So they actually have, like, for example, a good example is one says for the correct smooth, if you see it in the answer, correct smooth for a certain question, and then the answer would always be east. So just like for an example like that, they give you the exact question and answer memorization list. Okay guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope now Sheppard Air is way easier just to navigate through your daily studies for that written exam. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any study tips that may help somebody else out, leave them in the comments below. If it helped me, it might help you.